Happy Sunday, you beautiful soul. I hope that you're having an amazing weekend, an amazing day. If this is your self-care day where you just relax, maybe journal, meditate, really stick to a plan, let me know. I'd love to hear. I love Sundays for having it to myself where I can meditate, really envision what I want for my future and lock myself in the office, in my home office, and just get into the vibes of the upcoming week. So anyway, as you hop on, please say hello. If you happen to watch the replay, let me know by hashtagging replay. I wanted to give you some quick updates before I go into the main message of this all. If you were intending to join me for the Magnetic Leader Activation Masterclass, I have moved the dates till next week. I wanted to make sure that while my daughter is still dealing with COVID, that it's not going to come to me, and I didn't want to be ill or put that into your mindset of, I know that when our mind sees evidence of people getting sick, then it happens to us. And so I just wanted to make sure that I'm healthy and I am energized for you, which so far so good. But just to play it safe, we'll go ahead and move it to next week. So it will be January 17th through the 19th at noon Central. That is when we'll be doing the live training. And I'll go over a little bit of what to expect each day. The fourth day, which is January 20th, that is going to be on a Thursday, and we're going to do a group Q&A via Zoom. So it'll be a live Q&A where you can come ask your questions. And that will be at 10 a.m. Central Time, so 11 a.m. Eastern or 8 a.m. Pacific Time. If you want to ask a question, but you're unavailable to be there, I will make sure to drop a link every single day during the training for you to ask your question, just in case, it comes up that specific day. And I don't want you to have to wait for the link later and then maybe forget your question. So I'll make sure that you get the link every single time. And who knows, just ask your question, and then maybe for some reason you can be there. That's perfect. At least we'll have your question ahead of time. So just make note if you intend to join me for the Magnetic Leader Activation that it's going to be pushed back 1 week. And if you haven't signed up, why not? I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about what to expect, what kind of like the outline of what I'll be talking about, so you can get excited about it and you can realize like, oh crap, I should be there. So let me kind of move this down a little bit. I feel like I have a lot of plants on my head. High part of plants. So I want to talk to you today about this masterclass that I was in. I've been in this masterclass. It's a 10-day masterclass, and today was the third day. And today, the speaker was talking about evidence, giving our mind evidence of what's possible. And she had asked, how many of you know millionaires? And many people did not. Some people did, but there are some people that didn't. And she had said that there are a lot of people more so people that don't know a millionaire than people that do. And so when I started thinking about my situation, I thought, I know a lot of millionaires. She even asked, like, how many people know that someone that makes six figures? And I couldn't think of the opposite. I couldn't think of the people that weren't at a certain level. And so that was not always the case. I used to hang out with some broke ass people where we would just dig into the car seat so we can come up with a couple bucks to put in the gas tank, to fill up or not even fill up. So it wasn't always like that. I wasn't always surrounded by these go-getters and these people just embodying this wealthy woman that leads her people. It wasn't always the case. At some point in my life, I drew a line in the sand and I was like, wait, I want more for myself. I'm meant for more. There has to be something better out there for me. And then slowly, it was as if, have you ever dyed your hair at home? like me, I have dark hair. And so I remember I had highlights and then I got tired of them. So then I started to dye it dark. It's like that. It's like you are dyeing your hair in the shower. Then it's time to rinse out. And then you see how dark the water is. And then eventually it comes out light and then it's clear because you washed out all the excess dye. It's no longer there. That was my progression of it all. It was one new person in my life that motivated or that inspired me, that really got me excited about things, that taught me something, that gave me some clarity around this. And then they introduced me to someone else. And then this person gave me some clarity. And then it was just this bowl of excitement and momentum. Sometimes it's scary. You might be afraid to be that person that gets that new friend that has a different perspective on things. Or maybe join a group of people or a mastermind of people that see things a little bit differently because all your friends are doing things in a different way. I saw this post and it just came to me right now. I saw this post yesterday and it said, birds born in a cage think that is a mental illness when you can fly. Sometimes we are in this cage with other people that don't see the bigger picture. Excuse me. And we need to, we need to break free of that cage. We need to be the first ones to fly out of that cage. And then we need to be the first ones to look back and ask anyone if they want to fly with us. And so people, entrepreneurs, usually start off excited about their business and then they have a hiccup or there's an obstacle and then it's like, okay, well, I'm a little bit scared. Let me pull back a little bit. But the thing is, when you pull back, everyone behind you that is looking up to you to move forward retreats as well. When you go first, you make it possible for other people to follow you. Because otherwise, all of y'all are going to be in that cage, kind of wondering what will happen and thinking that outside is scary. But when in actuality, it's freedom, it's happiness, it's joy, it's momentum, it's financial liberation. But as long as we're all afraid to take that first step and really be afraid of what entrepreneurship is and not realizing that as an entrepreneur, you are a leader, you are an influencer, then as a human species, we're not going to evolve. We're not going to expand. There have been so many inventions in the past, 20 years, like just the internet and all the things that have come about in our lifetime, or in the past 20 years. It's just like bam, 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 bam. But if that one person that invented this thing that we now all are all in, like Facebook, for instance, I remember when Facebook first came to my university, and it was like, should we try this? And I remember having 20 friends and thinking, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I have 20 friends. But if Zuckerberg didn't do this, and we thought if he didn't create this platform, then it wouldn't have an impact on us. We wouldn't be using it to reach other people and connect and make an impact with our business. So sometimes as entrepreneurs, we need to take that first step so the people that are looking up to us follow, that they're okay. We got to show them it's safe. And I know that sometimes you might not feel safe to take the next step, or you're like, I'm taking the next step, but I just feel like I don't see anything happening. I don't even know, this is just like an empty space in front of me. I don't even know if I'm going to be getting anywhere. But you just have to have that faith, and you have to have the understanding of what the steps, the whole process really entails. And so can you be that person that flies out of the cage? Can you be that bird that flies out of the cage first and then invite someone to go with you? So the magnetic leader activation is about this. It's about becoming that leader who goes first, who makes an impact in the world, and who makes the income that she desires. It doesn't matter if you are a virtual assistant or if you're a network marketer, if you're a copywriter, if you're a business coach. When you have an expertise, when you have a step ahead of someone that you're selling to, when you're a step ahead of them, they look to you as an authority. They look to you as an expert. And so therefore you are a leader. You're an influencer, guiding them to get the results that they want, which is why becoming the magnetic leader that you were born to be is an important attribute as an entrepreneur. So what is inside the Magnetic Leader Activation Masterclass that's coming up on January 17th? Well, let me tell you. The first day we're going to be covering mindset. And it's mindset in a very scientific way, but some woo and practical all mixed in. And so we're going to understand the power of your brain so that you can use it to make it work for you and your manifestations. I'm going to show you how it applies to your business and how it applies to when you connect with people in life. So whether that is your relationships, your personal relationships, your partner, your children, or even business relationships, your clients, or even maybe team members or anyone that you'd be working with. And so I'm going to touch on, or I'm not going to touch, I'm going to go dive deep, and it's going to be pretty amazing. I'm hoping that I can do it in an hour, and we're going to be just talking about the mindset, and you're going to the unconscious mind and the conscious mind, and you're going to see how amazing your unconscious mind is, and how, to me, this is what I think of the unconscious mind. It's like that mom that is an entrepreneur, maybe works from home, and is like on point, like things are flowing. She is like on her shit, she has a way of doing things, and it's so natural, and it flows because she's just going on autopilot. And it's not autopilot where it's like unintentional, but it's an intentional autopilot. So we're gonna be talking about that on day one. And again, how it applies to your business and how you can use it to actually grow your audience and land your dream clients. And then day 2 is going to be more about strategy and my 2022 vision for what most successful entrepreneurs are going to be doing in 2022 to grow their business. I already see it. So if you want to have a heads up, or you want to have your, I don't know how to describe this, but like if you want to be able to have a leg up on the game, I guess is what I'm trying to say, then you're going to want to definitely tune in to day 2. Again, these all build on each other. So go attend every day because you're going to get some amazing nuggets. And so we're going to do strategy, and then day 3 is we're going to be taking action. So you're going to have a step-by-step playbook by the end of day 3. And I'm going to show you how you can reach your goals. Like, it's guaranteed that you'll reach your goals because we're going to be looking at an action strategy and goal setting in a completely different way than most people teach. They always teach about, focus the 10,000 months or whatever. But we're going to have an action plan by the end of the 3rd day for you to be like, dang, like all I have to do is wake up and do this, and every single day, and then I'm going to see 1% growth, and then wow, exponential growth. Let me see here. So this is going to help you collapse time because you're going to be working with your unconscious mind, and then you're going to see rapid results, like I said. And then on day 4, I forgot. On day 2, I'm going to uncover my secret plan or my secret strategy to help you get 30 new potential clients into your pipeline. So you're definitely going to want to show up for that. It's like, it's genius because what you're doing is that you are understanding the power of not only your unconscious brain, but the other person's unconscious brain, and you're using it to both of y'all's benefit. And then day 4 is going to be the group Q&A. It's going to be a live Q&A via Zoom. That one is going to be at 10 a.m. Central Time, unlike the first 3 days of training, which would be at noon Central Time. And so you must be signed up for the emails in order to get the Zoom link plus the workbook. And so you can simply just go to alignedandactivated.co so you can be able to get the workbook and then the Zoom link whenever we have the group Q&A on the 20th. So that is all I have for you. So I just want to invite you to go ahead and open up that cage and fly out, little birdie, because when you fly, others can